Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Amar Elm, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by Andriy Boychuk, founder and CEO of Flowium, a leading e-commerce, email, and SMS marketing agency recognized as a Klaviyo Elite partner. With a passion for delivering results-driven growth, Andriy and his team help brands turn email into one of the most profitable channels, driving long-term customer retention and sustainability. Andriy, welcome to Founders Future.
Mark, thank you for having me today, and I'm excited to be here and share my story.
I'm excited to have you. I always like to start from the beginning. So take me back to before you started your company. What were you doing beforehand? And then what really motivated you to start Flowium?
I always make a joke, it's accidental business
Okay.
because I used to work in corporate America in as a telecommunication engineer. And what I mean by telecommunication is not like I was designing any software. I was designing how the conduits and cables will run. So we have internet in buildings. We have a cellular service when you're able to call and stuff like that. So I quit my job. It wasn't, I worked there for 8 years. And one day I decided it's not something I want to continue doing in my life. And I was looking for different options, and I started freelancing to explore different like route, like what else can I do in this life. And I did offer all kind sorry, I showed on my profile I use Upwork platform to offer my services, and I list bunch of different services that I knew a little bit about. So like I said I can help you with WordPress development, fixing things, Facebook advertising and stuff like that. And one of those options was email marketing. Email marketing I knew because I had a side hustle for my own website where I were setting up email marketing for that website. So when I started freelancing, I noticed that people pay the most in marketing space for email marketing, and there's very low competitions and there's a lot of jobs. And I'm like, oh, hold on, let me focus on that. So I started doing email marketing for all kind of businesses, actually podcasters, for lawyers, dentists, e-commerce brands. But when I started using Klaviyo, it was first time I maybe in 6 months or a year I like stumbled upon Klaviyo and did few projects on Klaviyo. I'm like, whoa, it's so easy to show the value to the clients because you send few emails, you show them conversion, and they know what they are paying for. So I
Mm,
start to narrowing down my focus only on one technology, so Klaviyo, and on one niche, D2C brands. And after that, people start recommending me. And again, I was just only one freelancer. I did not offer copywriting or design skills. I like design things. I will set it, I'll create strategy for you. I'll set it up for you. But the clients asked me for more. There more there were more clients that I couldn't handle. That's why I started building agency company, like
mm.
hiring people.
Nice. And how long did it take between you started just freelancing essentially? What was the gap between that and then you niching down to D2C brands specifically?
Like 2 years. So I started back into
Okay.
early 2017, and 2019 I was like niching down and start hiring people.
Nice. Nice. That's powerful. Let's dive into today what Flowium looks like. So the niche is D2C brands, e-commerce, I'm assuming, mainly.
No, right now, I mean, for 8 years now or so, we were doing D2C. Now we serve different variety of clients. Majority of our clients are still in D2C, but we do have SaaS clients.
Nice.
So we covering different kind of industries. As long as you need email marketing, we are your agency.
Okay. And then, so is that what does the core offer look like? So email marketing services, what does that typically entail when you're working with clients? And then what does the engagement look like? Is it a month-to-month thing? Walk me through that.
So from email marketing perspective, there's kind of two pieces for email marketing. There's automations, which you can set it up theoretically once and forget it. There's nothing forget it. You always need to optimize it, but it's one piece. Second piece where you need somebody, either you should do it, you have somebody on your team to do it, or hire like agency like us to do your campaigns
Mm,
every week. You do campaigns, and especially for D2C brands, if it's like fashion apparel, they do sometimes 3 4 5 emails campaigns per week, and that's it's like high volume, and
yeah,
so they need somebody to handle that. So we offer as a service both, or separate only automations, or only campaigns. In terms of engagement, also, we divide it into pieces. Sometimes client comes to us, like big brand, Dr. Squatch, they came to us and said, hey, we just want to work with you. We need to redo all our loyalty emails, like loyalty program emails. I'm not sure how many, like 30 or 40 emails. And they hire us only for that. So it was a one-time project which lasted, I believe, 6 months, but it was a project. But majority of our clients is like on retainer basis. They
yes.
paying every month.
Nice. Yeah, that's powerful. It's actually funny because I went to their website, Dr. Squash, and then I didn't really buy until I started getting hit with emails. You know what? Fine, I'll do it. So that was probably you, man. But
Yeah, I received today the magazine because we order kind of portfolio because we are preparing for in-person event and just want to show. I'm not sure. Is it video? You're recording video or
yep,
not? So it's like Dr. Squash, our email designs. But
nice. Nice. So you have an in-person event coming up.
yeah, actually in Toronto, not far from you.
Okay, very cool. And is that one that you're hosting or you're just attending?
We are not a whole, we will be
Okay.
sponsoring a booth. It's a trade show for food,
Nice.
Canada Food Association. I believe there's 1,000 brands will be there. 1,000 brands will be presenting, but much more people will come.
Nice. That's awesome. Let's dive into a little bit of the back end of the business. When it comes to client acquisition, so when you want to bring on more customers inside your agency, what do you do from a lead gen and marketing perspective?
Ooh, in the past, as I started, as I said before, I heavily relied only on two sources. It's Upwork and referral. And originally it was only Upwork, and I was so scared because one negative comment will ruin your business. And since those days, my main goal was diversification of lead sources. And now we are up to 18 or 19 different like lead sources. So where we are receiving different leads. The biggest one for us is Google organic search. We invested heavily over the years, but now that byproduct of that, we didn't expect it because we didn't know that AI will happen. Right now, if you put in Perplexity, ChatGPT, we are one of the top ones that those AI tools recommend. And
Awesome.
people starting when they booking call with us, we're looking and oh, this came from Perplexity, that came from AI. But we don't do anything extra for AI optimization. We
Mm.
just create content for Google, and it's kind of affects other searches. So search is a huge for us.
Okay,
Second, outreach. We have a team of BDRs, whatever you call it, like people who do cold emails. Because
nice.
in the past, I was trying to do myself. I couldn't. I tried to hire different agencies. It's a waste of time and money. And then I took few courses and we built internal team. So we have 4 people who do this like full time every day, reaching out. So this is probably the second biggest source of leads. Partnerships with other, let's say Klaviyo partnership brings us a lot of business as well. So
Nice.
those are the three biggest one, and everything else is like YouTube, podcast, LinkedIn, social media. different marketplaces like Clutch, Design Rush, Sortlist, yeah, like referrals and so forth.
Yeah, thank you for breaking that down. So search, cold email, and then partnerships. Those are really the big three, the big
Yes, yes.
drivers. I'm curious if you've ever thought about, or if you have, excuse me, if you have run ads in the past, like Meta ads or LinkedIn ads or maybe YouTube, stuff like that.
Right now we are experimenting with I was one agency for LinkedIn ads. So this is how I do things in my business. I we run experiments all the time, and the minimum I give to experiment is 3 months. So like when we start working with agency or with specific tool, we give them 3 months to prove some kind of results. If it's not working, we're killing the project. So for Google Ads early for the of the beginning of this year, we spent a lot of decent amount of money for Google Ads. It did not work. The
Mm.
cost for one scheduled call was as high as, I don't want to lie, either 1,000 or $1,500
Wow.
for one scheduled call. While email outreach or Google search, it's around like $300 for
Yeah.
scheduled calls, which is
Mhm.
like dramatic difference. Right now, we're testing LinkedIn ads and we are testing, yeah, from ads perspective right now, just LinkedIn ads.
I'm curious what made you decide to start with LinkedIn as opposed to Meta.
I mean, I was approached as well by, so how they bought me. So they targeted me on LinkedIn and they got me and I'm like, oh, actually, I want you to do the same thing for kind of to get clients for me. And it's like on Meta, I didn't see anything that like catch my attention ever
Mm,
from business perspective. Yeah, like D2C stuff, like to buy something, some maybe courses, advertising, but like service, like agency services, never.
like you haven't personally seen it.
No.
Fair enough. We've worked with many agencies, and Meta's actually we see $300 to $400 per booked call. Some people get it a lot cheaper depending on how the funnel is set up and everything. That we found to work right now, I don't know, this could actually potentially work for you, is we do a low ticket funnel. So it's $27 thing that they could buy, lead magnet that's actually has a lot of value in it. And then it's driven by setters. So then the setters call all the people that opt in, they qualify them
Mhm.
further, see if they're potentially a fit, and then they get them on a call. With the sales process, are you the one that runs the closer calls? Do you have a team for that? What does that look like?
No, no, I don't. Yes, we have a sales manager and we have two account executives and four like setters, as you said. And right now we are in process of testing cold calling as well.
Okay, interesting. Now, I'm curious with the comp structure. Is it 100% commission for the AEs?
No, I mean they are on the salary plus commissions.
Okay. Why did you choose to go that route?
To be honest, I wasn't inexperienced, but still, I wouldn't probably never, let's never say never, but I still want for people to have some stability. I know that a sales job is to close, but that minimum cushion, minimum stability, it's not something they can live on, but at least it's like guaranteed. Yeah, it's for
Yeah,
culture, I believe.
yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. And I could th see how that gives them peace of mind where they're less needy on a call. And counterintuitively, when you're less needy, you end up closing more, which is,
Yeah.
yeah, at least that's what I found. I've been a sales rep for a long time. But walk me through when it comes to your vision and your goals and really where you want to take the company, what is the goal?
Like we were a very long time as email marketing agency. Right now, like we entering the new phase. We don't plan to add any like acquisition marketing. No, we want to expand our retention like channels, omni channel. So we want to at like WhatsApp marketing, RCS marketing, which is new things not many people even know about this. Do you use iPhone or your iPhone? Like when you text your friends with iPhone to iPhone, it's not text message, it's not SMS. It's
I,
it's like RCS,
oh,
and the brands can build it as well. So it's like richer data. You can send more information. You can send like the video, pictures, buttons, like other stuff. So we want to expand those services in terms of, so this is a vision in terms of services. Of course, from the beginning, our vision was to provide great service. We are providing decent service. There's always room to improve. And team culture, I'm very big on the for team to start every day and be happy with what they do and what they are working
I
on.
like that. When you said something, what was it? You said something that made me think. Now I forget. Excuse me. I'm
No
curious,
worries.
are there any revenue targets that you're aiming for that you're comfortable sharing or?
Right now we are close to 4 million. I do want growth, but there's no specific goal that I would say, oh, I want to double or triple or something. I want to grow, but in the past, I was all about growth and didn't care much about what's gonna happen with that. Now, maybe because of my age or something, I'm like, hey, it's not maybe not crazy growth, but stable.
Yeah, fair enough. And that's a great place to be at. I remember what I was going to say now. You said acquisition marketing. What did you mean by that?
Matt, like what you do, advertising, like how to acquire customers for our customer, kind
I
of like for their D2C brands.
Okay, got it. Yeah. I guess I was confused there because I thought I've been talking to a lot of private equity firms lately, and every time I hear acquisition, I think selling a company. No.
Oh, no. I was there for the last 2 years. I was like very obsessed about acquiring companies, like acquiring another agency to grow my agency. Was under contracts, was under like due diligence a few times, but I never pulled the trigger to acquire.
Yeah. What advice would you give to new agency owners that are starting off in 2025, 2026? They see everything happening, AI this, AI that. Maybe they're overwhelmed, but they know they want to start some sort of agency. What advice would you give those people?
I would recommend to focus on something, on one thing. It's nothing new, I would say, but it's like to focus on one thing. Don't AI are cool and sexy, but AI you can sell to new business owners, to small business owners, and they are not the best clients because they either don't have enough money or they will probably be on top of you with every step you are doing. I would recommend to focus on bigger clients. It says small client or bigger client, it will take you the same amount of time to sell to them and to close them. But with bigger clients, your life would be much easier. And AI, listen, we are using AI in our company. We are like experimenting, we implementing, but don't think that everything needs to be AI. Listen, like process automations to build some kind of automation in the company or provides as a service to a company, it's never get old. Businesses, when they grow, there's a lot of mismanagement. There's a lot of mess. There's always opportunity to help them out. So focus on one thing. Also, like I recommend to pick a technology which you will be using, whatever it is, depends what kind of service you're providing. Let's say if it's automation, maybe you use Zapier. If it's email marketing, you pick, I don't know, Klaviyo. If it's CRM, let's pick, I don't know, Salesforce. Like Salesforce, like I use Salesforce for one company. It's like 1990. It's such a old tool, clunky. It's but people until now today spend million of dollars. All enterprises are on a Salesforce, and they now will never leave it. But it's like such a complicated tool.
Yeah. I think that's great advice. Pick one thing that you're going to help them with. Automations was around like for a long time and it will still be around. Pick one tool that you're going to use. I like that. Is there anything that you wish you could go back in time and tell yourself before you started your agency?
Before I start my agency. Hire faster. It took me a long time to start hiring people, and so hire faster. So this is not the first thing, and second, try to be create the hierarchy of the company, not to be in the center. There's two types. You can be as a son in a like and all planners, all people will be around you, going to you and asking questions, or you build like pyramid and you on the top and you have layers. So there's probably those two things I would do much faster.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It will eat up your profit. You will probably be breaking even. So don't get me wrong, but it will give you peace of mind and more freedom.
For sure. I think that goes back to what you were saying though, with picking better customers and better clients because they can pay more. So you can start off with a higher gross profit. And then as you hire, it obviously eats up into the profit, but you still have some left over because of the clients that you chose initially.
Yeah, 100%.
Walk me through what would you say is the best piece of advice you've received around, maybe received, heard, or read around scaling your business?
I had a business coach, and I at that moment I was hardly making any money with my business, and it'd been almost 2 years in the business, and I had a feeling to close my business. And the last, I had a credit card with limit of $7,500 or maybe 10, and I spent $7,500 for this business coach. It was a 3 months coaching, but he helped me in the first week. In the past, I was doing only one-time projects, project-based work. He said, "Hey, you setting up things for clients, you building the bicycle for them, but you do not teaching them how to ride this bicycle." So the advice I get from him, where like money start to come in, is to start offering retainers, like that subscription or that repeating model. In 3 months, I blew up and not sorry, blew up. I started to grow tremendously, and I had more money that I could spend.
I love that. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. What is the best way for people to reach out to you to work with you?
On LinkedIn, I'm very active on LinkedIn, posting every day. So Andriy Boychuk on LinkedIn. I don't think there's many of us. It's yeah. I have Ukrainian flag in the front of my name, so you will figure it out.
Awesome. So that wraps up another inspiring episode of Founders Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you are a business owner, specifically a coach, consultant, or agency, and you're really looking to scale your business and you want to enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to hop on a call with our team and discover how we went from zero to $30 million per year in less than 3 years. Until then, keep on climbing.